Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Peter from the Ultimate WordPress Guide. Now it's been a while since I recorded a video and earlier this week when I was trying to make some updates to my website and looking for a plugin or a solution that could help me create a helpful article feedback form. I couldn't find one, obviously, that suited my needs, so I built one by myself, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to create a new video for you guys and show you how I did it. So before we get started, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this video and tap the bell to get notifications on all my latest content. So let's get started. So let's start off on the front end here. I've got a very simple container. Yes, I'm using a container even though still in experimental mode, but I have to say it works perfectly and it hasn't broken anything on my site yet. So I've got a simple container there. I've got a heading tag. And then I have these two buttons, which are essentially just two submit buttons. And in the middle here, I've got a hidden form, and I'll show you why and why I've configured it that way. But a really simple layout. So if I jump over to the back end, as I said, over here I have a simple container, and I've aligned the elements to center. So I've only got a single container, and I've aligned 4 elements in here. So I've got the heading, I've got the hidden field, and then I've got 2 submit buttons. Right. So let's start off with the buttons then. On the button, I've essentially just configured, I've used the ByteNet add-ons form builder. So I've used the fields and the buttons, and I've given it a uniform form ID for all of the fields, obviously the hidden field and the 2 buttons. And I've put some text in. I said that's a yes button. And on the actions after submit, I've set it up. Now, this is not an elegant way of doing this, but it works. It gives me a notification. Everybody clicks on these buttons to give me feedback. So I've got an email notification set up, and on the email, and I'll show you why I've configured it this way again, where the hidden field is there, I'm in the subject line, I'm calling back the post title, and I'm saying in the subject as well, yes, it was helpful. And if I go over to the other button, I've done the same, actions after submit. I've put that into an email, and I've said not helpful. Now, if I quickly jump to the hidden field, I've added a hidden field in there with the same form ID. I've set the type to hidden, and the default value I've set to that is post title, because what I want to essentially do is this container will be on every single post page or page for that matter, and I want people to, or I want myself actually to be able to see which post people clicked yes or no to, right? So I've captured the post title, and what it essentially does, it sends me an email that looks like this. Now, you may ask the question, well, what about the custom messages that usually pop up here? Yes, they were there. I had to put in a small bit of custom code just to get rid of it, because what ended up happening was as soon as you click the button, the custom message showed up and it pushed the button all the way up, which I didn't like. So what I've essentially gone and done is over on the advanced tab, down in the custom CSS section, on the selector, which is the submit button, I've just said that I want the Elementor message not to display, right? And I've done the same on the other one there. And what it essentially does, as I said, there's no fields to fill in here. The user simply goes and they click one of the yes or no buttons. So if I go back to the front end real quick and I click the yes button, it sends a submission. It sends me an email, which again looks like this. So as you can see, very simply in the subject line there, it has the post title and also the yes or no that the users click. Another way you can also go about in looking at the form submissions is to head on over to ByteNet add-ons and the form database. And here you'll see all the submissions. So if I click into one of them, I'll be able to see all the information there. So I've got the post ID. I can see that it's an article feedback, a form submission. And because I'm capturing the post title in one of the custom fields there, I can see that as well. But the email obviously is a bit more comprehensive, because in the configuration, I have told it to put in the yes, helpful, and no, not helpful text as well. So that just gives me a bit more additional context. And that's as simple as that.